In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Today we present lecture number 63, which covers verse 140 of Surah Al-Baqarah. This verse addresses the true faith is submission to Allah. Up to this point, we've covered the first 139 verses of Surah Al-Baqarah in concise, meaningful lectures. If you're new to the channel and want to understand the Qur'an deeply, I highly recommend listening to the 15 introductory lectures and all lectures from Surah Al-Fatiha to this point so you can maintain the proper sequence and understanding of the Qur'an. Let us now begin with verse 140.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. أم تقولون إن إبراهيم وإسماعيل وإسحاق ويعقوب والأسباط كانوا هودا أو نصارى قل أأنتم أعلم أم الله ومن أظلم ممن كتم شهادة عنده من الله وما الله بغافل عما تعملون.
Translation. Or do you claim that Abraham and Ishmael, Isaac and Jacob, and the descendants of Jacob were Jews or Christians? Say, who has greater knowledge, you or Allah? Who does greater wrong than he who conceals a testimony he has received from Allah? Allah is not heedless of the things you do. The word of the verse.
قل أأنتم أعلم أم الله.
Who has greater knowledge, you or Allah? This remark is addressed to the ignorant mass of Jews and Christians who sincerely believed that all the prophets belonged to their religious denomination. The words of the verse.
ومن أظلم ممن كتم شهادة عنده من الله وما الله بغافل عما تعملون.
Who does greater wrong than he who conceals a testimony he has received from Allah? Allah is not heedless of the things you do. This remark is addressed to the Jewish and Christian theologians who were not unaware that Judaism and Christianity, with their existing characteristics, had emerged at a relatively late period in history. They nevertheless considered truth to be confined to their own religious sects. They also perpetuated the misunderstanding that man's ultimate happiness and success lay in following the beliefs, institutions, and legal codes which had been developed by their jurists, theologians, and mystics long after the Prophet of God had passed away. When these theologians were asked to which among their religious communities Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and other prophets belonged, they evaded a reply. This was because they could not state categorically that they belonged to their own sect. On the other hand, they could not reply explicitly in the negative, for such an admission would have undermined the very basis of their claim that truth was confined to their fold. Alhamdulillah, we have completed lecture number 63, covering verses 140 of Surah Al-Baqarah, including its translation and interpretation. Insha'Allah, in the next lecture, we will begin with verse 142. May Allah grant us the ability to understand the Qur'an and act upon its teachings. Keep seeking and spreading the truth. See you in the next session, Insha'Allah, and Allah Hafiz.